we are.
I'll try to mute. I will try to mute myself, but sometimes it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, since you're gonna have to isolate, since you've now been virtually diagnosed as having coronavirus, you can do that puzzle.
Oh my god.
Yeah. As your internet physician, I advise you stay home for at least 4 weeks.
Join me.
I wish I could stay home for 4 weeks.
Just tell them
No.
your internet physician has told you you have
No,
COVID.
the
and you have to
longest,
stay home for 4 weeks.
honestly, regardless if I have it or not, the longest I can stay out is 5 days because that's what the CDC recommends nowadays.
Yeah, but your internet
Because
physician
my doctor
food
said 10.
recommends 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's what it used to be, but now the CDC
It
is
was
saying
2 weeks,
5.
but I'm going to tell you 4 weeks. You need double dose.
The CDC is saying 5, and so the TSA, with their already having issues of people staying at work because people don't want to be there, and it being overstaffed, jumped on it's actually 5 now. So
Well,
you could still be contagious, but you still have to come to work.
the exception to that rule is you cannot have fever or symptoms for at least 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, if you're home for 10 days, tough luck.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just not breathing at the airport for a while.
My favorite
I
version.
just plan on not going to an airport for a while.
Well, that's
Honestly,
awesome.
the major reason why I think this was just a cold thing is the day before I went to the zoo and was outside for like six hours in like 45-degree weather, with a wind of like 10 miles per hour with like a t-shirt and jeans. So
it's
I mean,
monkeypox.
So I think, I had a light windbreaker on, but regardless, I was cold for like
Sounds
a long
like
period of
the
time.
swine flu.
Oh my lord! Can you guys
Oh,
stop
man.
diagnosing?
Don't
me
joke with
weird
that.
shit?
Swine flu sucked.
It did suck.
It did suck.
My favorite joke on the what CDC recommends is the CDC recommends taking your quarantine during your lunch break.
Yeah.
Say what?
There are a lot of memes about CDC switching it to 5 days and it just says the CDC recommends and then something stupid.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
You already have to leave your desk for your 15-minute break every 2 hours. Might as well quarantine then as well.
Right.
Let's get it all out of the way. Well, I don't want to wait for basics, not in the sense that I don't care about basics, but I don't think it's fair to make everyone else wait for basics.
And we all know you don't care about him.
I mean, if anything, he's my most favorite.
Oh.
I lost that spot a couple years ago.
Well,
Just kidding.
I'm out. See ya.
What has this all been for then?
Like, it's okay, Troy. I knew I wasn't your favorite once I destroyed the Mythic Plus group and you got another one.
It's true.
I mean,
And
to
then you
be
stopped playing
fair,
WoW altogether.
And then I came back, and it just wasn't the same.
try out of all of the raid leaders and DMs I know, you're one of them.
No.
Indeed I am.
No, it wasn't. For the record, that seemed kind of dark. It was not because of the guild. I love the guild. just FYI.
Well, don't worry. He's about to ask if anybody remembers what happened last time, and then nobody's going to be his favorite.
Serious. If anybody's looking for favorite points, we're gonna do.
Honestly, the only thing I remember, to be honest, was the people getting items from the queen. But I think that was the quest. That was the session before last.
Okay, we'll
Unless-
start there. To grab onto that thread of what you do remember and try to seamlessly navigate us to the picture that we see on the screen before us.
Okay, so what we ended up doing. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what we ended up doing is we got some stuff from the queen, and then we had that diplomatic talk, questionable diplomatic talk, with the sea people leaders down below, and then we made Undine mad again because we have a tendency to do that because she's kind of a mad bitch. Anyway, and so then we were hint nudged that we have to go get something through a tunnel, and we were going through that tunnel to go get something.
Got past the tunnel.
Oh, we did get
In
past
this
that.
city.
Yeah,
In this abandoned city.
somebody else can pick up the reins because that's all I remember.
And while we're trying to sneak through these little tunnel-like areas to try to get to this city, we are aware that there is something out there potentially stalking us, and we're not doing very well on our stealth rolls at the moment.
Oh, was that the one where we tried to skip a combat roll entirely, and we almost made it, but then we inevitably had to? No, that was entering the zone. Never mind.
So I think like the most DM answer to that is, you've skipped the combat so far.
Yep.
Oh right.
Yeah, we at
wasn't
one point had the death salads. Ghost Fenty, what do you remember?
Wasn't it the giant like field? And we were all like debating how to cross it because there was something stalking it, right? That was said. I didn't miss that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think that was before. That was before the. That was before the diplomatic negotiations, because that
No,
was us
that
getting.
was after.
It was after. Oh, okay.
Yes. Because Ariel created a portal for us that would give us to the closest point to the city that she could get us there with the safest route in mind, I think was what we were trying to negotiate with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up at the entrance to the field, and then we had to cross the field to get to this point where we are now, which is we're looking at this abandoned city.
Is this better than you were expecting, Trey?
It actually really is. I mean, for the most part, like the Cliff Note version is as simplistic as your story sounded. I mean, that's pretty much an accurate summary of events. We didn't hit any major like milestones. There weren't any climactic battles, so just we got some stuff. We talked to some people, and then we got lost a little while something was chasing us. Is an apt summary.
By the end of the session, I swear to God, I'm gonna eat a salad.
We
Alright.
may have had this conversation ahead of time.
So we find ourselves on the outskirts of the destroyed city, wrecked by you plummeting and crushing the island that was floating above you with the power of the Amardalon. The ocean bed here is still, you still have like that tense, tenuous feeling that you're being hunted. You don't see anything pursuing you. You've waited here long enough at the outskirts of the city for something to happen, and nothing has. You know that you have to go forward if you're to retrieve the pelagic core that you've been tasked with bringing back to them, so they might start to rebuild their infrastructure. How do you guys want to proceed?
Man, I really should have prepared Arcane Eye. Oh well.
Arcana check. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't do anything other than there's magic here.
Arcane Eye is just invisible thing gets to scope out literally everything for me, and I don't have to move.
Don't we have a cat for that?
That's not invisible.
Don't we have an ability? Don't we have some? Hold on. Can I cast invisibility on things? Hold on.
Dead
hold
or
on.
not, I'm pretty sure there's a sentimental attachment there. It's not a minesweeper.
Until we need it to be.
A creature you I have. Oh God. A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. So I could make the cat invisible. But we're also underwater, so cats might not be so good of an idea.
Magic cat, but why don't we? So, do we know what we're looking for? Like where this might be housed, or something that looks like would house the magical MacGuffin that we are currently trying to find?
The building in the center of the background there with the large statue
Okay.
is the workshop that was described to you to the best of your ability to understand what she was describing to you. You're fairly confident what you're looking for is in there, in a small access vault.
Okay. Is there a way for us to get there by weaving through the wreckage of the city without going through the middle of everything, which is probably going to be real dumb?
Avoiding Main Street and just strolling down the central promenade. Who is proficient in stealth? I know we have several, but I'd like somebody who's proficient in stealth to
I
assess
am.
that.
Read.
Probably basics.
I am also proficient in stealth.
I'm in proficient itself, and I think I get to double. Wait. And I have advantage on stealth checks.
Oh God, am I proficient in stealth? I don't remember.
I am. Yeah, I'm both proficient and I have. Hello.
Oh, look at that! Feisty's going. Would you like me to make you invisible, friend?
I think this is just to assess a potential path. So if you were to just stick to the rune structures, only taking alleyways and sub corridors, you could probably always maintain at least partial cover on your way to that building at the center. It's going to add a lot of time to this trip, but definitely you could avoid never having to do the 200-meter bunny run.
I think that we should avoid the 200-meter bunny run, so I would advise that we take that route.
Have we considered trying the go real fast with the water currents thing again?
That was a really neat idea.
I think that was a big spell. I don't know.
I don't know, Zaz. Is that a big spell?
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't hear which spell it was.
The move water real fast spell.
That's a big spell.
Okay.
And
Then
I just looked for the first time in a little while. Boy, I used some big spells last time.
It was a big fight.
Yeah.
I think we should take the longer, safer route.
Okay. Any dissenting opinions, or is that our plan?
That sounds like
longer,
a great
safer
plan.
sounds like a
Agreed.
much better plan than just going balls to walls.
Okay. Then with Kel leading the group, sticking to the collapsed structures and the shadows of everything that's around, I need each of you to make a stealth check, but you can all make it with advantage thanks to Kel's pre-scouting and ability to cling to the shadows tenaciously.
Why is my... Oh, because I'm not on the right part. Oh,
Hey, I still get 14.
Still not confident. Ugh.
It was a 20.
Wow, that's a nice update.
Mhm.
did
Wait,
my roll go through?
No.
I don't see it, but I could be
Okay,
the delay.
let
But
me try
at this point, I
again.
think not.
wait. Did you roll with disadvantage, Zell?
No, he just rolled normal because he's getting advantage for Kel's guiding him, but disadvantage from the heavy armor, so he just gets an 11.
But honestly, I'm genuinely impressed by them adding that UX thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They made a couple of big changes. The character mancer is also noticeably different.
Wonderful.
That's cool. I think we're waiting for Foob, who has stepped away for a moment.
Yeah. We'll narrate at least as far as Zell gets.
Mhm.
You take them, in the circuitous route around the outskirts of the city, pausing to make sure there's nothing above, checking the blind spots, waiting to see, pointing out where the next spot's going to be, sending one person, then you go waving people one at a time. It's an elaborate plan, time consuming, but nearly perfect in its execution. You guys are moving like silent shadows along the floor of the ocean here. There's a section of sort of like books that are just leaning too heavily against one corner of the shelf, and three of you pass, and just a little bit of debris starts to fall with each person as they trample past that corner. And just as Zell gets there, or Zaz gets there, rather, excuse me, putting his hand on the stone wall to leave it, just gently pushes off of it to kind of float step to follow, and the whole side of the building crumbles, creating this domino cascade effect of building wall smashing into building wall, smashing into building wall, creating this sort of deep cavitation and just swirling of dust and debris filling a 200-yard area around you. If there was anything nearby, there's no doubt that it heard that.
But
Cool.
Can I, before anything decides to show up, cast invisibility on Zell?
We should just book it now.
Oh, okay.
We have 200 yards of cover.
I'll give everybody like one action/reaction right now. If you want to cast invisibility on Zell, I'm fine with that. If you want to just use your action to get a jump on the run, that's also fine with me. And then I'll narrate what happens next.
I guess I'll just run.
Fuck you, Zaz.
No, actually, no. Unironically, I'm gonna cast invisibility on Zell or Zaz. final option. That's what I did.
Okay. Final answer. Invisibility on Zaz.
He has to be willing. Are you okay with being invisible?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Jezza, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna get crushed by the stuff, right? Like it's not in any
No,
way
it
threatening.
hasn't created a hazard in the sense that it's going to hurt you so much as just like the operative stealth has been blown.
With my heightened swim speed, could I move in a slightly different direction than the group? Not like separate, but just like in a slightly different direction than them to like hide myself behind something?
Sure, absolutely. Um, make a stealth check for me with advantage because of all of the chaos and commotion, and you can be like up to
Okay.
45 degrees off their path. So you can tell me if you want to be within like 100 feet of them, 20 feet of them, 30 feet of them.
Let's go 30 feet.
Sure. There's so much, especially for someone as small as you to hide in. No problem to find a nice little hidey hole.
Yeah.
Dax, what do you want to do?
I actually was wanting to do the same thing, just like to dash forward to the nearest spot that looks like it could hold me and
You
hide
get there, but Jezza's
for a
already
little
there.
bit.
So
Okay, not the same direction, not the same spot as Jezza.
yeah, you can find another spot.
I was
Your
looking for a
speed
hiding
is not
hole.
quite as good as his, so you'll be a little bit closer to the party. But you also give me a
Yeah.
stealth roll, please, with advantage. If you have that cover of the debris floating everywhere.
Ooh,
Nice.
bad.
Yeah, you get to cover underground. There's like a cracked fountain that has its bottom has gone out into like a 30-foot well into the bottom of the city, but you're easily able to hide in the shadows of that. Nothing that you can see is happening as a direct result of the stealth break. Who else?
That will just
Zella's or Kel is running.
watch.
Actually,
Leo, are you back? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
how far are we away from our destination?
If you were to run from where you are, like up the center steps and through the front door, you're about 100 feet to the archway.
Okay. If I run the like full 60 feet that I can do in a turn, can I still hide or use that to his ability to hide somewhere too?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay, do you still want me to roll stealth?
No, you're gonna have advantage, so I think it's a foregone conclusion. With your tattoo, um, you easily make it to like the base of the stairs, and like somewhere amidst the rubble there, I think you can find a good place to hide. That leaves you only like 30-ish feet shy of the arches to the gateway to the structure we're supposed to be getting into. One turn, easy movement. Leo's not back. Who else hasn't gone yet? I think that's everybody, right? Oh no, it's just everybody except Zaz.
I mean, I feel like it's safe to say between getting invisibility, destroying a bunch of buildings, and all he really wanted was to grab one of those books. I
You know,
I feel
Sam.
like he's probably not going to be reacting outside, continuing to jingle jangle his heavy armor towards the goal.
But he's invisible while it happens.
Okay. Um. So are you gonna stay put for a minute, or are you trying to move?
You know what? Given the shock of the situation, he's probably just going to stay put.
Okay.
And like somebody who's really careful looking might literally see him looking like he was reaching for a book still, and he just like, froze in fear.
After everybody's had a chance to take their actions, the like silt and debris that was caught up in the air is still kind of muddying the waters, literally, making long distance vision nearly impossible. Um, but everybody nearby can hear just a very soft, very subtle, deep, like at the low end of hearing. That resonates 2 or 3 times, and like it has a vibratory quality to it. It doesn't. It sounds. You feel it more than hear it, and it happens repeatedly in sets of 3 a couple of times. And the cloud of debris of silt that's been kicked up is suddenly displaced, leaving like this massive cylindrical shape that's weaving through it, serpentine like.
Oh,
And it comes to rest, coiling in a tight corkscrew just above where Zaz is standing invisibly, just circling. It only seems to be visible to you in so much as that the silt and debris that's nearby is clinging to it, creating this rough coil shape. And whenever it comes into contact with enough silt or debris to like be physical, like more than just dust particles, it flashes and green energy ripples throughout its body, and it looks like, tessellated green scales. But once it's done coming into contact with something, it goes back to being almost entirely transparent. But it definitely has mass and form.
Well, that's not great.
Nope.
Hmm.
But I'm glad it doesn't see anybody.
Yeah, so far it's just coiling above Zaz.
Okay.
Leo,
well,
are you back? He must have really
assuming
had
this invisibility spell is as good as it's being advertised, I guess Zaz will start like doing the Looney Tunes like super slow movement of, okay, if I move slow enough, it can't see me. Like, I'm willing to say Zaz very likely doesn't know he's invisible.
Yes.
I like to give him good luck, friend.
I'm just kind of just like doing that, I think it's John Travolta, what are you doing?
I am the sneakiest kobold ever. As you take your first very slow, very tenuous step, the moment that your scaled clawed foot touches the bed of the ocean, the coiling stops. And then that rhythmic, deep, sonorous tone happens again 3 times in a row.
Walk without rhythm for fear of attracting the worm.
Did you actually make that noise, Zaz?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
It is the coming of Shalalut.
Can we, from our hiding spots, can we see what's happening to him at the moment?
Those of you who are hiding will have to make perception rolls. Everyone else sort of, I think, has a vague understanding of what I'm saying. Just this almost like a transparent gelatinous creature that's only kind of visible when it comes into contact with debris is hovering.
Oops.
Oh wow.
That shouldn't have been with advantage.
But still a 22. You guys can see it now that it's stopped because it kind of created a little cyclone of silt, and as that silt comes to rest, it's sort of dancing, creating this electrostatic pattern of green energy that's rippling across this. Has to be hundreds of feet long creature. It looks like it's just about a 3-foot diameter, clear, transparent gelatinous tube that just coils hundreds of feet on itself, with one end terminating in like dozens of little flagellum like tails, and the other end looking like the mouth of a like reticulating teeth from some kind of leech.
Uh,
Just a series of circular recurved teeth on a
do
sucker
I
mouth.
do I know what this is?
It is unlikely.
Okay.
You could make a knowledge arcana check.
Fuck it, it's what I'm good at.
Do I know what this is?
You could also attempt an arcana check,
Arcana, not history.
not history.
Okay.
Can I attempt to?
Oh my god.
Nice.
Both of you, like, completely separately, without the ability to communicate at all, draw very similar conclusions in that this is not something that's native to this world. Not only is it not something that naturally evolved here, not only is it almost certainly a creature spawned of chaos and magic, but it is also 100% not native to this planet. It has all of the hallmarks of something truly extraplanar. It is alien in the absolute correct sense of the word. And were Leo here, he would detect very keenly that it is evil.
All right. After read, I have the plan.
Go read.
Hopefully this doesn't backfire. I'm going to try to fire a sunbolt behind the party, from away from or towards where we came from,
Okay.
but away from Zaz, and hopes that it'll follow the light of the radiant sunbolt.
What's the range on Radiant Sunbolt?
30 yards or 30 feet.
That's a very short starburst from your location. Are you still sure you want to do that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm happy with it being a thing. I'm just warning you that it's going to put. If it has a response, the creature will now be within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, but I think 30 feet of me is better than right above Zaz's head.
Fair enough. Because you have a flair for the dramatic, do you want to have the sunbolt like explode at the end of its range, kind of like in a starbursty pattern,
Oh, absolutely.
or do you just want it to kind of streak until it just kind of dims out?
No, I want it to explode, get as much attention as possible at the end.
Why don't you make a performance check for me?
Okay. This is gonna suck. Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. You very sneakily, like everybody else who's kind of watching this very stressful situation unfold, look at you and all silently are nodding their heads, no, 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 and you just see this very, very small glowing hand peer up out of the dark well, just a hand, and a radiant bolt of sunfire streaks down the central promenade that we specifically avoided at the end of the street. So basically, where the observer is in that picture, it just erupts into one giant starburst pattern that creates 3 separate secondary starburst explosions. It looks like, Hobbit Christmas.
Yes.
And the coiled mass that's just above Zaz suddenly streams out in this giant, like, slinky shape in a beeline for the town center, where it tries to devour whole the last remnants, the bits of charred silt left over from your sunburst. You can see them as it's being slowly digested through its transparent body, and then it just coils there waiting for more.
All right. This actually works out kind of well because I needed an audio distraction.
Oh boy, Fubaris, you missed some stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Zaz is going to cast Shatter. This is his go-to move of make a big loud noise. I think I've used this to distract things before.
You have.
That's not the button I wanted to hit. That's the button I wanted to hit. Never do it right. Effectively, at max range, when that thing is making a commotion, he's going to whisper for some help and cause a really freaking loud sound that's going to probably also destroy a building further away.
Okay.
And honestly, at that point, he's going to try and shuffle his way out because this is scary.
Do you want to send your shatter, like, down the promenade away from the building we're trying to get into another 60 feet?
Yup.
Okay. What does your shatter look and sound like underwater? I know above ground we've always sort of done like the lightning clap or the thunder clap and a little bolt of lightning, but
Huh. You know, I'm going to be honest. I haven't cast too many spells underwater in my life. That being said, I'm going to say that it is somewhere between the sound of rolling thunder up above and the sound that I'm sure most of us have had of dropping bottle rockets into a puddle, lighting it, letting it.
Nice.
What? I have a thought. What if like a lightning bolt just kind of formed in the middle of the water, causing a cavitation bubble to like explode and then implode back on itself, causing this big old boom?
It also lights up because
Shockwave?
cavitation bubbles light up whenever they come back together.
Yeah.
Or it's like the seismic blast from episode 2.
Or it's like what Zaz said.
Yeah,
That
I'm gonna
too.
stick with mine half as much as I like yours, mostly because I don't want to accidentally create a world where I can create lightning underwater, because that's actually really hampering me right now. And as much as I'd love to get around that, I can't.
The shatter happens quite effectively. Like even this far away at maximum spell range, it hurts your eardrums. Like the fluid medium that you're in, it just translates it so well. But you blow a giant pockmark in the city street, collapsing two statues over and causing another building to basically fall forward into the street as this large shatter dome appears, pushing water out for a minute. You create this sort of dry temporary space that then collapses back down on itself, creating just a commotion and a mess in the process. And your your friend, this aqueous coiled serpent, springs up straight up 100 feet, quick as lightning, and then piles straight down on top of it, passing through the street as though it were not there immaterial, and leaving behind molten scars wherever it touches any of the things that are solid. And it keeps doing this back and forth, diving in, diving out, leaving these giant magma burn holes as it goes, trying to devour what it thinks made that sound.
This thing sounds scary.
Yeah.
Does it take any damage from the?
My understanding is that it was supposed to be 60 feet away, so it wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm not trying to hit him.
Got
I'm just trying to make a loud
If
noise.
we want to, we can roll.
Got it.
Sure.
But yeah, seriously, if like midway through the tunneling, Zaz is going to try and start sneaking again. And honestly, if he can't sneak away, he might just freeze in place until this invisibility's gone, because this is scary.
Okay, well, since you took the most recent action, you have movement. Do you want to? Are you still operating under the belief that you can be seen?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then make a stealth check for me.
Gosh, being a caster's hard. I have too many tabs.
That's true.
Sure is.
Oh, Zaz, you're so
Okay,
you're so
10's not the end
non-optimized.
of the world. you scurry through the debris field that's just now beginning to settle. You move like fast. You can't help that primal instinct to just like flee. So you take 3 very quick steps, and you realize what you're doing. You're making a commotion. That carries you 30 feet closer to the building that we're supposed to go into. That sort of moment of panic sets in where you can't really see your friends anymore. You could be all alone down here with this thing. But as you look back over your shoulder, it's still devouring your shatter dome. And so far hasn't noticed you.
Okay, gotta move. At this point, don't even know where the friends are. Just kind of know where the target is and see if we can get far away from this snake and close to the goal.
Okay. Everyone else, you can look as this magnificent, like, electrostatic amoeba creature just keeps burrowing in and out of the ground, just trying so hard to eat the sound that Zaz created. You barely notice Zaz sprint past you on his way towards the stairs of this centralized building. He runs right past Reed, jumping over the well, and is right alongside Kel. What do you guys want to do?
Let's
Follow.
fucking inside.
Yeah.
Last call for any actions. Otherwise, I'm going to assume we're all running up the stairs.
Nope.
Mhm.
Okay. Getting to the doors are closed but not locked, and they've been visibly damaged. So they easily just kind of push open, folding inward. And let me take a look at what we see. You'll have to excuse the map. It's slightly imperfect, but it served my purposes. Also, I gotta find you guys. Planned poorly.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Yeah, none of us know where we are right now.
I'm still seeing this like corridor.
I think he's loading.
Nice.
Give him a break.
This is the intermission.
He's only had 8 weeks to work on this.
Oof.
Doing better than Blizzard.
Nice, I'll take it.
Double burn. Nice.
You rush past. Imagine this is just
Snake.
an open door behind you. You quickly move in and gently, quietly, softly close the heavy, collapsing stone doors behind you as gingerly as is possible. The rooms, the large expanse that you're standing in now of this structure has some soft, glowing, almost like ambient light. The domes of the room are coated in that algae that you're all too familiar with, that in response to your presence here is creating kind of just natural, like almost torch quality light. The dismaying part is that before you on the ground there are several Sawagan skeletons.
I thought they turned into water when they died.
That has been your experience sometimes.
Maybe above water. Zaz is just gonna glare. Like, oh no, those stay skeletons.
Gives you the wagging finger.
But
That's a bad
Didn't
I-
say the magic word.
I need more.
Those
You
could
think
become
that
Kel skeletons.
They could become skeletons. Skeletons.
There it is.
There we
More
go.
importantly, Captain Killington.
There's a bigger skeleton in the middle, and that's spooky.
Yeah, perhaps one of those juggernauts that you've faced before, the Sawagan Brute. Who wants to investigate?
Yeah.
Perception check. Hold on.
Why am
Wow.
I don't recall. Does anyone recall why I'm half dead?
Because we almost
Yeah,
got
you
eaten
took some
by death
damage.
salads.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else do it, 'cause I'm bad at it.
So I just want to walk up to the closest skeleton I see,
Mhm.
and
Uh,
just
go.
look at it and see if I can see if there's any like bite marks on it, or gnaw marks, or burn marks, or any type of
There's
like damage.
very little observable damage, save that the entirety of the skeleton is riddled in like pock-marked burns that seem, in your mind, to look almost like something that's been dipped in acid.
Oh,
Oof! And I've had experience with acid back
You
in
have.
that cave.
It's exactly what the wounds would suggest.
Back at Woodstock.
No, back in the cave where you got your stupid skull.
It's a stupid skull. I hate it.
It's a pretty stupid skull. We gotta get rid of that thing.
Hey, you wanted me to have
Sausage.
Eldritch Blast, so this is your fault.
True, you guys did team vote yes.
I was not there. My vote was null.
I guess I'll just relay that information to the party. Be like, I think whoever these people were, died from an acid attack of some sort. And then maybe spitball to the group. Does anyone know any giant monsters that eats acid in caves and dwells in caves like this?
I don't
Points
know,
at the
but
big
that
monster
thing that was
outside.
just outside could probably do that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who wants to fill in Leo on what just happened?
No, it's okay.
Considering he was technically there.
I zoned out.
There was a big, long, kind of invisible jelly thing that clearly did some kind of acidy, burny thingy when it went through stuff.
Hmm.
It also seemed to me not of this world.
Maybe it lives in
Alien.
here.
It's an alien. It's a planar alien.
Dang, we should kill it.
A plain alien.
Plan alien. Yeah.
Planian.
Well, I'm gonna go farther in.
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna look
triggered.
around.
You triggered his trap card.
Zaz is gonna join you.
Stopping there, you can see this is the workshop that was described to you by Ariel. There's a lot of it's been destroyed by the collapse and the catastrophe. Directly ahead of you is that vault that she described, as well as the access code that you would have to input on its central console to open it. You see to your left, there's a room that's door has been like shunted aside, and there's a soft red glow issuing forth from it. And there seems to be 2 storerooms on the right side.
Zaz wants the heat.
Leo's gonna go to the forge.
I'm gonna investigate the storeroom over here.
Let's also take a moment to appreciate the thing that Reed has discovered.
Meh.
What did I just?
Ah,
Uh-oh.
jeez.
Ah! What is that?
Is that the thing we just encountered?
Reed, as you step into this room, looking for anything people might have left behind, forgotten, maybe don't care about if someone looted, you suddenly feel like a heavy wave of movement in the fluid above you. Looking up, and this magnificently large and bioluminescent jellyfish just slowly descends off of the ceiling, and as it does, dozens of curling tentacles start trying to entrap you, roiling around. You'll notice that as they gracefully twine through the seawater, it's burning.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Water's burning.
That explains the skeletons.
Can I try to dodge away?
I think
Ooh, hey, look, a turn order.
on your turn, you're going to be able to do whatever you want.
Fuck me.
Let's start with initiative,
Yep.
please.
Don't
I mean,
do
there
that.
are tentacles, so I see where you're going with that.
I like how I rolled a nat 20 and I still don't have the highest one. It's
That is
great.
kinda funny.
It's awesome.
I like how it
Gosh
rolled a
dang it.
-2.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
not graceful.
Sorry, Try. I forgot to click my
Bruh.
I can.
You ever
fix
just hit
this.
a 1 on your initiative?
All the time. Except when you get a 1, you get a 6. When I get a 1, I get a 0.
I like
That's-
how neither
No
of you
way,
two
Leo.
joined us.
Yeah, we're gonna need some support from, we'll say, the B team back there.
I mean, I'm gonna move forward.
I
The
was
B
admiring. I was watching the rear.
Whose rear?
Yeah.
Was it my rear?
Nice?
Was it the strong dwarf's rear?
You wish. No,
I've seen too many fantasy.
I
Indiana
don't
Jones.
wish it. But I
I've
know
seen
it's irresistible.
I've seen too many fantasy Indiana Jones films to know that you don't just prance into an ancient ruin willy nilly.
Well,
Uh,
believe it or not, Leo has never seen an Indiana Jones movie ever, so
It's true.
I mean, they're on the holotapes. Wait, wrong universe.
You uncultured swine. All right, Reed. Regardless of how we got here, this is where we are. You react first with your lightning monk reflexes. What are you doing?
Jumping back. Getting away.
Are you spending a key point
Hopefully
to
we're not-
disengage, or are you taking the attack of opportunity?
No, I'm gonna disengage. So, key point it is.
Really quick question: is this is there a bubble of air in here, or is it still completely underwater?
It's still completely underwater.
Okay.
But to be
Yep.
fair, nothing else has really been investigated.
All right, I just need to remember what my fucking disengage does.
I wonder if that thing in the middle would help with that.
Disengage sends you backwards 30 yards, and if you're talented into it, gives you a speed boost.
It's true. It's just 30 feet of movement, or your base speed of movement without provocation. Dex.
Right, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I'll go back 15 feet. So I'm gonna step back here, and then I am going to turn. Can I still attack? Or is that the
Yes,
action?
because I think you can bonus. You'll have to tell me. I
Yeah,
don't
that's a
remember.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna fire off 2 Sun Soul, Radiant Sun Bolts.
Go. Both hit.
And as I'm firing them off, I'm like, guys, a little help.
For all intents and purposes,
You'll be fine.
Zaz should still be invisible right now, right?
Yeah, he has not taken an action or made an attack, so invisible.
So then no one saw him run by, right?
Right.
I guess technically.
So I currently think I'm in a room by
Out
myself.
of curiosity, does the person that casts the invisibility see the person who's invisible, or does he just invisible to me?
I think rules is written. No, it's that person is just unseeable.
Okay, fair enough.
You know they're alive. That's about
I
it.
know they're alive because they didn't die, so that's about it.
Because you're still concentrating.
Yeah.
Oh God, Leo's like, time for a cheeky wank. No, 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 no.
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 Christ.
All right, Leo, it's your turn.
Well, that's a good idea.
Oh,
But
this
instead,
board
I
is
think I'm
so
just
hot.
gonna. I think I'm just gonna like explore this area first before
There's a
I hear
bunch
the.
of radiant light and heat from the room that you're in. As you get closer to it, this is an subaquatic forge. They're
Sweet.
using magma vents from some kind of, suboceanic magma flow, and this is a fully functioning Sawagan forge for all intents and purposes. There's a bunch of tools in the cabinet directly ahead of you, flux, raw materials. It's quite impressive, actually.
He is geeking out right now,
Mm-hmm.
checking everything out. I guess after like
two little bursts of sunlight,
a
probably nothing
good
more than
after like getting distracted with all this, he's gonna look back and see something is attacking Reed, and he's gonna move that direction. So that's one. How far can I move? 45. So I'll move to like right next to right here.
Okay.
And be like, "What'd you do?"
Oh, crikey!
Found a friend.
And
It's
then
fun. I didn't notice it until you guys are standing right next to each other, but you have twice his hit points.
nice. You're welcome. I don't. I think I'm just gonna ready an action.
Okay. What action?
Ready an attack.
Kel, it is your turn. You hear
What
the
is-
commotion, undoubtedly.
What is this box right here?
There is a ornate glass case, or whatever the Sawagan equivalent of glass is. It's entirely transparent, but it's very, very thick, and you notice that there's no water in the containers. It's like it's been specifically sealed to maintain atmosphere, and inside of it is a brilliant purplish red gem that, as you stare at it, shifts both in shape and color, radically changing to deep green triangles and lavender opals or ovals, and back to a dodecahedron multifaceted purple stone,
Okay.
seemingly only as you observe it.
Well, we're gonna get back to that in a second because I heard the commotion as well. Kel is going to come out a little bit, go, "What the fuck is going on?" Hopefully, see the giant jellyfish and go,
Oh fuck.
"Fuck." Notice the Sawagan starfish device and I wonder what that does, and maybe it helps, and go over and try to use it.
Uh
Um, observing it before, you've seen this kind of a thing set up before. It's attached to one of their remote power generators, and this looks like the coastal assault cannons that they used when they first landed on the shores of Pendilor, that
Yeah.
allowed like basic energy bursts to be fired from the battery, or allowed spellcasters to channel spell slots into devastating blasts of energy. I think you actually fired one on that first attempt on the shores there. This
Heck
one
yeah, I
is
did.
not fully active though. There's something about it that's not responding to your touch. If you remember, as you wave your hand over it, normally like that control pearl would rise up. It's not doing that, but there might be something broken with the battery or the connections there. Do you have proficiency in Tinkerer's tools?
No.
Oh, you know
just
who
thieves'
does?
tools.
I do. Wait, that's Thieves' Tools. Never mind.
No, I don't. Leo,
Okay.
do you?
No, I have smith tools and wood carving.
Okay.
That might also be useful, but I would need someone with proficiency in a relevant tool skill to attempt to repair.
Well, we will deal with that later. Does that use up my action, or?
No, I would say that's just movement and bonus to just kind of look over things. You still have your action.
Okay, I'm going to cast Witch's Bolt at the jellyfish at a level 2 spell slot.
Electricity underwater. Daring.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
It does hit. Oh, bummer. That's only 8 damage.
It's fine. I'm about to. It's going to be fun.
One might say it's going to be shocking.
Wait. Ha, it still hits. Cool.
As you hit it with your witch's bolt, creating that sort of tether of eldritch green lightning that wraps around it, almost squeezing it while it's shocking, the lightning lasso that you've created literally just cinches right through it, burning its gelatinous form easily in half. And as the two halves of the creature drift, falling to the floor, they suddenly flap to life, becoming 2 jellies.
Huh.
Oh, jeez.
Which one is it still attached to?
I'll mark it. We'll say this one here, the blue one.
Are
Okay.
they at half health?
Half-ish.
Or do they both have the original health, and now we have 2 jellies, and now we have a bigger problem in our hands?
I assume half or less health. Half remaining health.
You know,
That's usually how these things tend to work.
this seems to have the properties of like a goo monster.
It does have the properties of a goo monster. Yes.
Goo monster.
Excellent
A
pronunciation.
goo monster.
Zaz, your turn. Leo didn't
Man.
even say hello or goodbye.
Right?
Rude.
I didn't know you were there.
That
I still don't know you're there.
Zaz
one knows
doesn't
you're there.
know or believe that.
We're bros, okay? We're the bestest of friends.
Well, look. Zaz is not going to have the opportunity to react too much because he can't really see what's going on. So the plan here is he's just going to run into the room, still jingle jangling all over the place. And, oh yeah, totally. He's like a ghost.
Not again.
Don't punch the ghost.
Oh,
Leo.
I might. Who knows? We'll see.
he is going to cast a bless because honestly, it looks like Reed is going to need some help soon.
Nice.
And I'm gonna click this button. Nice. That buttons don't
try.
make any freaking sense.
I think the jellies got removed out of the turn order.
They did. I moved the primary one to the GM layer so I can still see it at -2, but I know that you guys can't. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
cool.
This is
3 creatures. Is that you, Leo, and Reed?
no, I'll give it to Kel too.
Okay.
So everybody but Zaz.
Copy that.
And guys, this is a first level spell, but you're gonna appreciate it anyway. Gosh dang it. Your next attack roll or saving throw, you get to add a D4.
Nice.
Cool.
Kel or Alexis, does casting a non-targeted spell break invisibility, or I think he's still invisible?
It depends on if it's invisibility or greater invisibility.
It was just invis.
Hold on. I can just spit it out here in a second.
Blech.
Or cast a spell.
Or cast a spell. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a all too familiar, chanting. You recognize the voice, and then just as you're feeling the holy warmth of a blessed spell wash over you, appearing right in the middle of the room. Zaz.
Where I left him.
I'm so glad you didn't go right next to me,
Ta-da!
because I
So
probably would have just punched a
everyone
ghost.
stares at you, Zaz, like looking at you, like, "Oh my God, there you are!" And like that doesn't register or make any sense. Fools, all of them. Any other actions?
No. That seems fine. Good luck, everybody else.
Jezza, it's your turn.
Okay. No one's gotten close to these things, but considering they burn the air, the water that's around them, I don't know if I want to. You know what? Jez is having some character growth. I don't know if I want to punch these things.
Look at you.
Wow.
Took the whole campaign, but we got some growth out of you.
What is my movement again underwater? It's the ring adds a flat 30 to my movement, right?
I think
Underwater?
I don't remember. I have to look at the handout. Just a sec. I want to say it just gave you a swim speed of 40, but
Yeah, I think it was that it gave you a swim speed of 40, so you got to choose between the swim speed of that or
Yeah.
the swim speed of the potion that we drank.
And
yeah,
what
it is exactly that.
And what is the potion?
I think the potion's only 30.
Yeah, so I have 40. Okay,
Yep.
so
Still the fastest swimmer.
just gonna. I just want to measure. Sorry, it's 20. Can we see anything that's like over here? Try. Oh, I can't ping with this tool. Is this in full line of sight of me, or is this like dark
It
vision
is.
underwater?
No, it's a antechamber. Maybe like a waiting area. It's hard to fully grasp Soagan architectural design, but it doesn't appear to be anything critical. But you can see it, and it is an area that's accessible to you.
Okay.
An Amazon Lord of the Rings TV show.
20, and then 20. Okay. Jez is gonna take a swim all the way over here. Because I have realized that I'm not going to be useful in this encounter, especially at half health. So I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to use... What is the ability? It is called... Wholeness of Body. You can regain hit points equal to 3 times your monk level as your
Nice.
main action. So I'm going to regain 24.
Nice.
There's no overhealing, right? Unless it's...
Oh yeah, you cannot overheal. Do you have to take all of it at once, or can you? Is that just like you can heal up to that amount?
Heal up to that amount. Yeah, so, sorry.
Okay, so you still have some left over. Yeah.
You can gain the ability to heal yourself as an action. You can regain hit points equal to 3 times your monk level. You must finish a long rest before you can use this again.
Oh, okay.
So it's a one-time thing.
Yeah. Still a nice little heal though.
Yeah.
You trip over another one of these completely dissolved Soagan skeletons, and then you heal yourself back up.
Yep. And do I, in my field of view, do I notice anything from like this area or?
Why don't you roll a perception for me?
Okay. Not with advantage.
I'm just a standard roll, please.
Yeah. Just I had advantage on, so before I click it, character sheet tabs, perception.
Damn you. There is a large jelly slumbering in this cave. So far you look at it,
Shit.
it's just the dome silhouette of its bell shape is sort of softly bioluminescing, creating just very, very
Sorry.
minor amounts of light. But inside you can see it's digesting like a solid ball of amalgamated flesh and fat.
Oh,
Does it
Gross.
see me?
It hasn't moved or like gotten brighter or anything. It seems like maybe it's still digesting, but it's hard to know. It hasn't moved towards you or taken any kind of action.
Okay. Then If that was my action, could I say like this little rock here? Could I get close to the floor, like flat body down close to the floor of the cave and like lie next to this rock type thing to avoid being seen?
Sure.
Or would
Make me a stealth check.
okay.
You drop down quickly, hiding behind the rock, trying to keep it between you and the creature. And it hasn't left the cave, and nothing seems to have changed. So either it is just full and doesn't care about you, or it hasn't even noticed you. So for the time being, you seem safe.
Okay. Then I guess that's my turn.
Nice, Alexis. Your bosom buddy just took off. What do you want to do?
Wonder why my friend just left, but like you just kind of have to deal with those things. Friends do that to you. I'm just kidding. No,
Wow, okay.
I know. I'm just kidding.
How dark.
Anyway.
The purpose of a friend is to leave.
Damn.
I multiclassed into Edgelord.
Okay. I can move 30 feet. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. I will move here. Unless that was farther than 30 feet. I think it's just about good enough.
Drew.
And then I do a fun thing where I determine how far things are. And throw a knife.
At what?
Orange.
Through the wall?
Is there a wall there?
There is.
There's
a wall
like
there.
Yeah.
2 walls.
Oh, well. Can I lob it? How tall is that wall?
It's a building.
To the ceiling.
There's
Okay.
a ceiling.
Well, I'm going to.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna take my
This
one
is a
mulligan.
cross-section laugh.
I'm gonna take that one mulligan and not throw a nice knife at a wall.
do over.
Hey, you can throw it at Zaz.
No, I'm
throw
not
an
trying to kill Zaz.
Ghost.
Well, you don't have to kill him.
I throw an ice knife at the wall. Congratulations, you've made a useless distraction.
Cool, an icicle.
I can't really do anything, so I'm just gonna end my turn and then.
Don't
pass
forget,
on.
you can downgrade action into additional movement.
Oh yeah, I'm
So
gonna
you could
keep
take another
moving.
30 if you wanted to. I don't know if that puts you in harm's way or not. I just remind.
I'm just gonna
we haven't played in
do
a while.
right here with all our friendos, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey Zaz, did you know I made you invisible?"
What?
Yeah, you've been invisible this entire time until you cast that bless spell.
Yeah.
I saved your ass.
There might have to be a moment where Zaz, like, again, kind of cartoonishly jumps up, grabs your head, and turns it to face the jelly monsters.
Oh shit!
Love it.
It was like that. It was like, hey, did you know I made you invisible? You cast bless for some reason. Turns this is like, oh shit!
Doink, doink, doink. Okay. Now that you're in position, it is my turn. And the jellies will descend.
Oh, he's in my range. I'm gonna attack him.
Yay!
Go ahead, Leo. Resolve your attack.
Nice. Gonna do this thing.
That's a hit.
And I'm trying to click it, and it's not letting me do damage. There it goes.
Okay.
Oh, I did not mean to hit it twice. My bad.
You do the Manville 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Smacking into the jelly is always sort of less than gratifying because there's no bones, you know? Nothing breaks. There's no gratifying pain gush.
6 plus 2. Because of the bless.
Done. Leo, as you strike with the melee weapon, the hammer does tear like a deep, jagged gouge through the outer shell, the bell. Go ahead.
Bless adds to the attack roll, not to the damage.
Oh, my
Yes.
bad. Sorry.
I'm taking those 2 back.
Sorry.
That's fair. I misread it.
And as you tear through the gelatinous bell shape of this jelly, a spurt of acid just like covers you in a spray, and you take 5 points of acid damage.
Dang.
That's exciting.
And now it will attempt to hit you with its pseudopod.
Are we sure it's not poison
What?
damage?
I'm
It's
sure.
acid damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
critical failure.
And then it falls prone and drops its weapon.
Let's see how badly it's screwed the pooch.
How does it drop its tentacle? Does it just like fall off? Because that'd be pretty exciting to see.
It punches itself in the face.
Nice. The text on this is priceless. As you attack your opponent, you begin to fear that they are the superior combatant. I have a disadvantage on my next attack roll against that target. So as
Nice.
it reaches out with its tentacly pseudopod to lash on to Leo's forearm, it grabs and tightly winds around him like a constrictor, slowly starting to burn his arm. Leo flexes his forearm and tears the tentacle asunder, and it just gently recoils into its bell shape.
The whole time I'm glaring at it too. That's important.
Are your
Oh,
ancestors yelling at it?
No, I'm not raging currently.
Oh, that makes
sorry.
it better.
How you fare against the pseudopod attack? A 14? I think that misses,
Misses.
right? Yep. And
Thank God for my armor class.
Try. We can't see their health bars.
oh, let me see if I can fix that. Could you see the big ones?
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
ones we can see, just not the
Yes.
little ones.
Always loses something in translation.
Yeah.
Tends to happen. It's okay.
And Reed, you unfortunately notice that out of this second storage area, another third bell-shaped death jelly emerges. It will also
Oh,
make
boy.
one pseudopod attack against you, being that you're the only thing it can reach.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. That hits.
That
Yep.
does hit, doesn't it?
You win some, you lose
Sure
some.
does.
Wait, where did the? Oh my god! I look away for 1 second and there's another one.
Holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Holy shit.
That's almost his full health.
Is
That's
that not?
45 points of damage.
Uh,
Oh.
God, don't make me do this.
Hold
Okay.
on 1 second. I think it's calculating this wrong.
44,
Yeah, because that says it's 50
49.
points.
That's 50 points.
That seems like a lot.
Unless this is like a 10th, unless this is like a 15th level monster.
That's a lot of
Actually, no.
D8s.
Yeah, it's just the d8s rolled exceedingly well.
Yeah.
The base attack is a d6 plus 4d8 acid, and it's just with a critical that's 8d8.
And they all
rolled-
high rolled.
And it
Yeah, the
hit
second
twice?
set is 1778, and the other one is 6537.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, that just hurts a lot.
That's just a
Ooh.
good crit. Yep.
Fortunately, he's a monk, so he doesn't take the secondary effect of having his AC reduced.
It's
It
true.
is true.
I don't want to be that guy, but does it damage his tattoos?
I don't think so.
No.
Don't be that guy. What are you doing?
It's
Okay.
magical. It's a magical thing.
it's basically just non-magical.
Reed, you are wrecked for 50 points of damage as this creature just lashes out at you with all of its tentacles. You didn't see it coming. You're completely blindsided. It burns the water with its acid as it leeches all over you. And once it has you in its tentacly grasp, you can feel them all undulate and just pump acid all over the entire surface of your body. There are points where
God,
your
I wish it
skin
was poison.
has just withered down to exposed white bone. You're just writhing in absolute agony. As the flesh and fat of your arms and shoulder and waist are dissolving into the seawater around you, you notice like some valve action is sucking all of that fatty tissue and blood into one of the apertures in the ooze. It's literally eating you.
Well, that's gross.
Well, that's great.
Reed, it's your turn.
I hate to say it, but that was a critical attack. So does it get advantage against me too?
You do the crit.
Rolls on the crit chart, sadly.
Don't be that guy.
I like that everybody is that guy.
I'm that guy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
that's very not good for you.
No.
I feel the ebb and flow of battle, and I know where to make my next move. After my turn, I move to the top of the initiative order.
Oh no.
Oh
That means
boy.
it goes next.
It does.
Oh, holy.
You had to be that guy.
Wait, no. Does it go next?
Top of
Mhm.
he was last in the initiative order, so if he moves to the top, he goes from
Top of-
last to first, worst to first.
No, because that would go. Wouldn't that be before Reed? Because Reed is the top.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make it go next.
Oh, yeah. Reed is the beginning of the new turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the
But
end of
we're still
the
technically on
previous
the
order.
Oh.
Jelly's
oh, right.
turn.
We're on the end of the last cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
That's. Does it mean it goes again? Try.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like that's I don't. So let me preface it by saying I don't want that to be the case.
I'd
But
argue
don't
that
know.
doesn't make any sense because it's technically both the last and also the top, so it doesn't actually change the order that much.
But like if it was like in this example, if it was Jezza and it said Jezza moves to the top of the order, Jezza would go at 6 and then move to 22. So
Yeah.
Alexis would go and then Jezza would go again. This thing was at -2, which was the last in that order, and then it says move to the top, which moves it to 22, which I think once we cycle over is its turn again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think this has happened before, and that's what we did.
Okay.
yeah,
This is really shitty, but
one of those things I don't love it, but I think that's probably just how it would work. The good news is it's just a bottom feeding creature with no intelligence. So since it assumes you're captured, it's going to just let the melee acid of 5 points per turn slowly digest you, and it will be pseudopodding Leo to try to capture more foodstuffs.
Am I effectively grappled?
Yes.
You know, it actually doesn't say that it gets to grapple. So that might me just been taking a narrative flourish with it.
Okay.
You're right. There's nothing here says you are grappled. We're gonna say that you are not. Leo, does an 18 hit you?
sadly, yeah. Just barely.
You take 19 points of damage, 6 bludgeoning, 13 acid.
Alrighty.
And it is Reed's turn.
Reed, with utter defiance, is going to spend a key point to disengage, and being a smaller individual than this jerk of a floating blob, is going to just deftly rip free of its tentacles and move past and into this room and into the corner, where he's promptly going to turn around and heal himself with that lovely, 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 lovely potion you just gave me.
Nice. All right, roll it up.
Which I have to look at it again, is 8d4 plus 8. Yeah, I didn't want to use it. I'm going to have to use it.
Oh
Boy, that's a
no.
lot of ones.
Wow.
Can he use his lucky on it?
No, I can't.
No.
Dang.
But you know what? 26 health is better than 5, so up to 31.
So how does that work? He's got exposed bone. Does it just like regrow
Yep.
before his
Sure
eyes?
does.
Yep.
It is
exciting.
my
Rebuilds the muscle
amazing
around him. Yep.
potion of healing.
That is exciting.
Too bad none of us can see it.
Yeah. Guys, are you seeing this? Aw.
You guys see this? No, what's happening?
It's literally stitching muscle back together around my forearm. I can feel again. Ow, it burns.
I think
you must
what
be
is
invisible.
happening is I'm like drizzling some of it over the exposed wound and drinking the rest,
Cables work like
watching
hydrogen
in
peroxide.
awe,
I don't know.
and hopefully this blob is distracted enough that it didn't really pick up on the fact that I just broke away from it.
All right, we'll see. Leo, it is your turn now.
Alrighty. I'm gonna be pretty upset after seeing Reed pretty much almost die. So I'm gonna rage, move in here, and I'm going to use a divine smite on this giant jellyfish.
Okay.
And it's going to be a reckless attack with the manville. So I think was it's 2d8. So manville. Whoops, wrong one. Doesn't count. This one. There we go. And then
Turns out
2d8
exactly the same.
for damage. It hits, right?
It does. Oh yeah.
Cool. So it's 17 points of damage.
That include the rage?
I don't see rage damage.
No, I don't see rage damage either.
You didn't tick your box.
Oh, my bad. So +2.
-2.
That's fair. Oh, I
Yeah,
have a box for divine smite too. Oh, dang! I don't know how to play this game anymore. Apparently,
we've been away for a while.
and then I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Not the. I don't think I can do divine smite again, can I? Because it's like once per.
I think it's
I don't
based
have
on
once.
your charisma, so you may only be limited to one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just recklessly swing again.
Okay. 20 hits.
And then I'll have my my ghosties taunting him.
Okay. Yeah, you slam into him pretty hard. Again, it's so unsatisfying fighting something gelatinous with a hammer, but you feel like you're doing well. You're watching, like, blood sacs open up inside of its sort of amoeboid form, bleeding. You can watch it internally bleed.
Sweet.
Any other actions, or am I passing to kill?
That's it.
Kel, it's your turn.
Is
Leo
it
has
better?
abandoned you.
Yeah, I guess we're not gonna fix this thing right now.
Sorry. Rage happened, and my friend
Wonder how many
pretty
Hallmark
much
cards
almost
there
died.
You know, no,
Sorry,
I get.
rage happened.
I know, rage happens. Is it better to have one big one or two smaller ones?
Depends. Are we talking cake? Because definitely one bigger one.
No, we're talking these jellies.
Do the jellies
I
decrease
can't help
in
with that one.
attack power if you cut them in half?
Depends. What's the diameter of each? Let's figure out the let's figure out the area on these things.
Does their attack power get less when they get smaller, or is it the same amount? There's just more of them with less health.
Well, their health gets less.
Their health. Well, we are assuming we have successfully operated under the assumption that the health is halved when it's split into two.
It's not. We
But
also
one of the
can't.
small ones did wreck the shit out of Reed for 50 damage.
I thought that was the big one.
That was the
Yeah,
big
that was a big
Yeah.
one.
Oh, was it the big one? Okay.
Yeah.
Their attack is unmodified. They still get to do the 4d8 points of acid damage.
Oof.
Don't split them
Okay.
up. Don't split them up.
Don't split them up. We still can't see the health for orange and blue.
Delightfully auburn colors, though. Well, no, that's actually Florida.
Huh. It's ticked. What happens if I do that?
Nope.
Nope.
I just gained 10 HP because I realized I can't math right now.
Nice.
105 minus 19 is not 76.
How about now?
Yeah, that I see it on the
Yes.
orange one.
On the orange
Okay.
one, but not the blue one.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Well, if we just kill the blue one, we don't have to worry about it.
It's true.
You right. You right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
So you still have the witch's bolt tethered
Nope.
to no.
No. Because that's going to just split it in half again, which is not going to be helpful. I'm going to. Fuck.
We have to defeat them somehow. We can't split forever.
You know, that's great, but there is a limited health pool for Leo.
I mean, technically, you can give me some of your health, soul buddy.
I can when you actually need it.
I'm just saying. So my health pool is not as limited as it seems.
How much health are you missing?
168 hit points.
If on a scale of 110, I'm at 86 out of 110.
Can you do the math for me of how much is you're missing?
How much am I missing?
Yeah.
Well, I've taken a total of
harm?
24 points.
Oh,
It looks like he's at around 85%.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 20 because you're dealing with some shit right now.
Nice.
And I am going to use Toll the Dead on the largest jelly, and I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
I do
I'm
not think
assuming
I'm good
it's
at
not
those.
good at those. No, not even close.
Nice.
That is. But
Ring, bring out your dead.
and can my skeleton pick up the glass box?
It is like securely attached to the infrastructure of the building, so I'm gonna say
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
in case we have to run.
Yep. I am also going to, since I have one left, reach into my bag of tricks to see what I pull out. And
Nice.
throw it out. I got a badger.
Badger!
He usually
So-
puts in some work.
He does.
He's
Weirdly.
probably my favorite.
Little tiny badger.
No, my favorite's the giant badger.
Giant badger is more.
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite.
giant badger's
Oh,
my
I guess
favorite.
that's the
You're
one I
right.
was thinking of. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is
the
more of
little
our
badger.
team mascot. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the honey badger where we just don't give a shit.
Yeah. So
We just throw them at enemies and hope that they hit him once.
Well, I have a badger hanging out with me with my skeleton mouse and cat, so we're good.
Are you gonna throw the badger at him?
Fuck no, I'm not.
That'd be so funny if he's like, Badger, I didn't want this. Yeet.
We don't need badgers. You still have the skeleton if you wanted to attack them.
No, I only have one left. Also, they cannot shoot arrows while underwater.
That's fair.
Are you
So
sure?
I'm gonna keep that one hidden.
Alright.
Does he have a sword?
He does, but I don't really want to have the bones dissolved.
No. Yeah.
Zaz, it is your turn then.
Well, Zaz can't see too many people that are gravely injured, which is surprising. So instead, he's gonna cast another Shatter.
Nice.
Oh, that shot us on bone.
I really like this spell. It's going to be centered on this square, which, if I do my math right, means. Oh wait, shoot.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's fine.
It's gonna be. Then I'm going to seeing that. It's going to be centered on this square. So it should just hit the big and little blue jelly.
Okay. And I have to make a saving throw. Here's the big saving throw.
That's pretty big.
Here's
Pretty
the
big
little
spell.
saving throw.
That's
Jeez.
not.
I do like how they're called black pudding.
Yeah.
All right, so half damage on
7.
saves, and assuming no special stuff for it being thunder damage,
No, not for thunder.
it worth a try.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen gelatin like it, shaking around?
Yeah, it get all that rippliness.
Yeah. So
Oddly
something is
arousing.
happening.
I mean, yeah, Zaz is sitting in the back going,
It got some jiggle. Any other actions, Az?
Not gonna move, not gonna take any bonus actions, so no, we're good.
Jezza. You hear a terrible commotion from the room up ahead of you. Some of it screaming.
You know, you know that image of Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear. Oh no. Anyways, because there's a solid wall in between me and all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, hugging the floor to the best of my ability, Jezza's gonna make her way 30 feet this way. Let's just go the full 40. Let's just go the full 40, all the way up here, very carefully moving on the bed of this cavern.
Okay. As you pass this area here, there's a small crack in the wall where you can suddenly, like a bunch of water is just forced out through you like a geyser. You can hear the cacophonous shattering sound of Zaz's spell go off. And there's just obvious evidence of a pitched battle happening on the side of that wall, but those are those people's problem.
Yep.
Why are you
Alright.
going off on your own when there's a bunch of jellies in here?
This is the no. Let's take a step further back. Why do you go off on your own? Period. You were asking earlier why you were at such low health. It's because you randomly ran off in your own direction while we were fighting the salads.
I asked that. Jezza does not care. There's a separation.
That's the way. That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're doing great. Never mind.
Yep.
Get on with your bad self.
There's this thing called out of sight, out of mind.
Alright. Is this right here like a rock, or is this like a pillar? Does this go to the ceiling?
That goes to the ceiling. It is a collapsed bit of structure.
Okay, so I have to go around it. I can't swim over it.
Correct.
So I'm gonna use my action as a move, and Jezza does not know that's there. So I'm gonna go 10, 10, 10. Okay. So we're gonna move Jezza.
And this
I'm
is the
assuming-
episode where Jezza gets eaten by a jellyfish.
Yeah. As I'm swimming, as I'm coasting on the sea floor here, you'll stop me if I see anything or if I get too close to anything, I'm assuming.
Sure. Yep. Absolutely.
So I'm here. I'm kind of just moving around this upper area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna make my way to right here. And that was my action's movement. So
there's a section of the wall here, high, like at the near the ceiling height, that's got some crumbled brick. Swimming up just a little bit, you can peer inside, and there's some light coming from a gemstone inside of a large acrylic plastic box, is the best way I can think to describe it. And standing vigil over it is one of the Kellingtons.
cool.
I like that. The Killingtons.
Yeah.
Just
actually,
past where you are, you can see another break in the wall that's got here, where there's some that is like floor to ceiling disruption in the wall, and there's soft, ambient orange light issuing
All right.
forth.
Well, I'm gonna take my bonus action, use one of my key points. I can do this, right? I can use a key point after I've done action as movement.
Sure.
All right. Key point of the 12, thanks to this belt. And I'm gonna take dash as a bonus action, which gives me another, what would that
40.
be? 40?
Yep. It's
Alright,
your
well-
move, so.
Alright, Jezza's gonna move up. This isn't like a small hole in the wall. Jezza can freely swim through this.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, it would a medium-sized character can move easily.
Yeah. So I get here and then I see this this thing.
Yep, it's the
Egg.
large. It's a large egg-shaped vault that the Sawagan priestess described to you. It matches Ariel's description of the vessel that contains the pelagic core.
Okay. Jezza's gonna come over here and kind of see everything going on with the jellyfish. And realize that this is probably not the best place to be. This is not a good situation to be in. I'm gonna push. Jezza's gonna push on this little button that's on the thing. Does that do anything?
It creates a series of 9 holographic runes, sort of 3-dimensionally projected in space above you. You've seen this once before. It is like contemporary Sawagan technology. It's looking for an input code. Make a wisdom check to see if you remember it from the mission briefing.
Okay.
I know Reed said he specifically committed it to memory, and I know photographic memory.
That's just click wisdom, right?
Yep, and I think
Okay.
maybe Kelly even wrote it down, but you
I
were
wrote it
definitely
down.
there. I just need to know if you were. Oh, you do. You recall the precise sequence of 9 buttons that need to be pressed. If you want to, you can.
Jezza will do so.
Like a rhythm game. They start to move and blur in and out of existence, so there's like a little bit of a learning curve to press them, not only in the correct order but in the right timing. But on your very first try, you get it, and there's a very gratifying, like, that sudden rush of atmosphere entering something that was previously sealed, that and small bubbles rise up out of the capsule. Inside, you find the aforementioned pelagic core. It is like this almost perfectly spherical thing, except it's not spherical. It's just like hundreds of small little diamond-shaped facets on it, and
Yeah.
it's warm to the touch, and you can feel it sort of radiating energy.
A decahedron, right? Or a dodecahedron, like it's got like 100 perfect faces.
Yeah,
Basically.
exactly like that. Yep.
I'm assuming it's underwater, so it's like not. Well, I don't know. I'm going to attempt to pick it up, I guess.
Sure. It's deceptively light, almost like some magic makes it so, because something this big seems like it would be very heavy. It seems very dense, but it weighs less than a pound in your hand.
All right, I've got the thing. I guess I'll just like tuck it.
I cast invisibility, and I'm mission complete. Stealth out of the cave, and I'm done.
I put it somewhere secure. I don't know. Jezza basically doesn't have anything on her. It's just her clothes. So
Hey, to your back. Do you got some rope?
actually, I have an adventurer's kit, right? But yeah, I have a belt pouch. I'm gonna like put it in my belt pouch.
Okay.
And we can talk underwater, right?
Yes.
That was the potion.
The potion allows you to do that.
Yep. I turn around and I say, I got the thing.
I'm proud of
Where
you.
have you been? Awesome. Jezza has recovered the pelagic core and exhausted her actions. Alexis, across the pitched battle, Jezza's waving and she's giving you the thumbs up, pointing to her pack. What do you want to do?
First, yell, I'm proud of you. And then do what I was trying to do before, and throw an ice knife. Can I? All right. So I want you to do a little bit of GM tomfoolery. Am I allowed to throw the ice knife at a slight angle so I hit it like right here? Like I like spin it like you're spinning a card, and then hit these two but not hit Leo.
Does it allow you to hit 2 targets?
It explodes.
I see.
So I don't want it to explode in Leo's face.
Do it, you coward.
You still have some movement
So
too.
you could just move it around, but if you want to like literally bend the bullet, I'd make you make a dexterity first.
Do it.
Bro, let's do it. Dexterity
Nope.
throw. Oh, move.
Just do it.
Just
If
do
it hits me, it hits me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. Move a little bit, and then I throw it like this. So it doesn't have to arc. It's right there. Just so you know what I'm talking about. It is
Got you,
this
got you.
spell right there. I already did that already, didn't I?
Yep.
Oh, I'm the best. Did I mention I'm sick? Anyway,
It's okay, Goo Monster. We still love you.
thank you.
15 is going to hit, so that guarantees the D10 piercing on the primary target, which I assume is the big one. And then both make a dex save, is that correct?
Correct.
Big one first. Little one. Both fail. So they both take 7, and the big one takes 3. So the big one takes 10, little one takes 7. Is that right?
Correct.
Do I need to make a dex save?
No.
Okay.
Now you placed it well.
Nice. Good job. That was badass.
Thank you.
After Alexis, it's time for Das Jellies to go. The big one is taunted by the spirits of Leo's ancestors, so it will pseudopod Leo. Oh my god! I am
Nice.
just highs and lows tonight. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, and that doesn't matter. He had disadvantage against you anyway, but I can't roll worse than a 1, so.
Well, time to roll the critical fail chart.
He had a disadvantage? I thought he had an advantage.
He had both, so
No,
it probably
he had-
normalized.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you're right. He had normalized. You're right.
77 says.
Death glare. Death glare. Die from my glare.
Oh no. I lunge past my enemy. The enemy I was attacking is able to use their reaction to perform an attack of opportunity.
Nice. It's going to be Manville slap to the head.
Yes. Give him a hammer to the head. Hammer to the head now. Yep, that hits. And solid damage.
Nice.
That's a good one. The other two. Blue will make a pseudopod attack against Leo.
Which is advantage.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're right, because you're reckless. You're right.
Yeah, reckless.
I'm gonna roll just a second time.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. We playing
Damn.
the correct rules here.
Playing hard and fast.
38, which you'll turn into 19.
Why couldn't I just had 38 damage?
I did roll.
Well,
like,
it's only
super
19,
high.
so
I'm very sorry. And then I'm rolling table again. It's a lot of table tonight. Oh, nice. I am able to maneuver towards my opponent while attacking and harassing them. After I take my attack, I can choose to automatically grappling my opponent if I have a free hand, or I can choose to shove the opponent 10 feet. I'm going to choose to shove the opponent 10 feet.
nice.
Nice.
And that frees Orange up for no attack opportunity to go eat kill.
But
Pseudopod attack. I remember
That
you having
does.
good AC. It does hit.
Yeah, that does hit.
24.
Oof. I'm not having a good day. Leo, I think we should fix the thing.
Okay.
It is Reed's turn.
Reed is going to take advantage of this moment to further heal himself with his healer's kit. And d6 plus 4 plus my hit die. Okay, 8. So 12. Roll. Another 16 points of health back.
Okay.
Puts me at 47. And then since this jelly is still blocking the entrance to the room, I'm just going to take a quick moment to look around and see if I see anything of interest in here as well.
No, there was a bunch of like glass ampule, some kind of storage device, some kind of storage or warehouse, but nothing survived the cataclysm that was wrought against the seafloor here.
Right. I guess I'm done. Wait until my next turn.
It is Leo's
Bandages wrapped around both my arms.
Cool. It's my turn. Can I get to here and fix the thing? Or attempt to fix the thing?
You can.
Cool, I will do that.
Okay. Make a Smith Tools check.
What attribute should I use for this?
I'd prefer intelligence.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
Did you already use your D4 from the blessing?
It's concentration. That's long gone.
Okay. Saying that
So
blessing, a 5. You're scratching your head. It's a connection issue between the battery and the weapon. Something isn't quite right, but you're not sure what it is. You're just coming down out of the rage. You got the jitters. You're not thinking clearly. It's really hard for you to focus while you're so angry. That might
Sorry.
explain why you can't figure it out.
I'm sorry.
well, I
Leo.
know it's not the import injection, but besides that, I don't know. Hey, there's a jelly attacking you.
Yep, sure is.
Anything you want to do, you got a bonus left over.
Nope.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Kel's turn.
Uh, fuck. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be real dumb. I'm gonna cast Arms of Adar on my location.
Okay.
I am a little panicked right now.
Yeah.
And I need a strength saving throw from the Jesus Christ.
And also from Leo and Alexis and Badger.
Yeah.
It's not smart, but it is strong.
Mm-hmm. Alexis also a strength saving throw.
Also, I
Uh,
think we've decided it was fast last time too. Or maybe I was just unlucky.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Is a 12 a failure?
12 is a failure.
So
Uh-oh.
you take 2d6 necrotic damage, and you can't take reactions next turn.
I'm going to use my
Just
spirit
do-
shield for Alexis on this one,
Okay.
and I think what is it, 2d6?
Yeah.
If
Where's
you guys
that
are
at?
okay just calling that a wash, I am.
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
fine with
that's
that.
fine.
Okay.
2d6
Thank you, Leo.
erases 2d6.
The badger's dead.
No!
Goodbye, Badger.
So I guess like
Well,
flavor
that was-
text wise, you got like necrotic things just like lashing out at Alexis, and then the spirit dwarves are like, nah.
I'm gonna take half of that because I made my strength throw, but that's still 6 on the ooze.
Is it half damage? Oh yeah, it is half damage.
Yeah.
So I'll roll that.
The question I guess is, can Alexis still take reactions since it was negated, or no?
No, Alexis can't
The
take
strength-
reactions.
Yeah, the
Okay.
saving throw failed, so no reaction.
Man, I don't want to move now. Kel's just kind of frozen in fear. Has really run out of options today.
Take some health back.
Do you mind if I take some health back, Leo?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I take back? No, can I take back 15?
You can take a 17
Okay.
Wow, what
because
a cat.
70 is an even number, and it's better than 72.
Okay. We're having a bad time.
Zaz, it's your turn.
I mean,
Okay.
technically, you can take back as much as you want because, like, I don't have a say in the matter.
So Zaz is getting frustrated. He's going to clank over here and is going to shout through the water, "Would you all stop playing with your toys and kill something?" And he's going to just flat out kick this stupid object that's not doing anything while glaring at all three of you, because he's getting the goblin in the back too. And he's going to cast a healing word on Kel. Not a healing word, heal wounds.
I am full health.
Hell, not you.
He's glaring at you.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I don't know
I
what
rolled
you're
to
mad
resist
at
the
me
glare.
for. I have completed the mission.
You are going to stop getting healed forever if you won't start fighting things.
You jerk.
Didn't say I wasn't gonna fight.
Okay, you know what? Here's the new deal. If you don't start fighting with the rest of us, you're not going to get healed with the rest of us. Sound good?
Okay, fine.
In
This is like the
fairness,
third
Jezza had to
fight in
heal
a
her.
row where we've been down 2 or 3 people. I'm gonna cast my freaking healing spells that aren't even that good. Cure wounds, that was what I was
Same.
looking for.
Oh man, we need Marius. He was a good healer.
God.
Speaking of like cure wounds, I for some reason have 2 cure wounds in my spellbook,
That's interesting.
and I
Thank
don't know
you,
why.
Seth.
Didn't you multiclass into Paladin?
Yeah, but I should still only have 1 cure wounds and not
Oh.
2.
Okay, well.
That could be worse. You're gonna heal for 16.
Got it. Thank you, Zaz.
Make sure I did all that right. It is touch. That sucks. I moved. I complexed actioned, and mad about this. Yeah, Jazz is gonna step forward with a free move and get ready to take a hit or two because it's better than some of the alternatives.
Copy that.
There's
Jezza,
Marius.
it's your turn.
Marius is not being controlled by a player, so he's probably chilling outside watching.
Okay, try Metamancer knowledge here real quick. Does Jezza know if this orb can do anything, or do we know if this orb can do anything? Like, what does the pelagic core even actually do again?
The mission briefing was that it is essentially a wireless power supply for all their like magic tech, that with it they were going to be able to reinforce that grotto that you visited them in and start to rebuild their forces and their city. It is basically like a portable nuclear reactor.
Okay. So don't
And you have that
break it.
strapped. And yeah, you have that strapped to your hip.
I'm already green, so it's not like it can do anything else to me. All right. Try. Since I'm being death glared at by someone in the final stages of MMO healer.
It's terminal.
I mean, honestly, he's not that far off. I'm already thinking of ways to forcibly put him in combat.
Need prescript.
What I'm gonna do is Jezza is going to swim from here to here. This is just for the map thing. Functionally, I want to be above the jellyfish, like on the
Okay.
ceiling of the building. And with quarterstaff, I want to like put myself so I'm on the roof of the building and push off and go straight down with like a jab with the end of the quarterstaff just on the top of the jellyfish. Does that work?
Sure.
All right. Okay, sorry. Let me refamiliarize myself with Monk. Hold on.
It says here hit stuff.
It's
Just
stuff real good.
I'm not taking a bonus action. I can do that before. And I am two-handing the quarterstaff. Okay, fine. All right, so I'm directly above it. I kick down, and I'm on Jezza. Select quarterstaff.
Hit and hit. 24 points of bludgeoning. Would you like to flurry of blows?
Not gonna lie, I'm not sure punching this thing is a good idea, though. I stand by that original
Do
statement I
it.
made when we entered
Do
this
it.
cave.
Do it.
Do it.
Please do it.
Do it.
You almost
All
killed
right.
it.
Yeah,
The
alright.
worst that can happen is that you get
Alright, I'm at full
acid
life,
hands.
that's fair. Alright. Spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Okay, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh no, I might take some damage. It might hurt. Ow.
The
See-
12 hits. Unfortunately, we also got a critical miss. Why don't we roll the 12 first damage is 11, which kills the creature. I'm gonna put a red X over his face because he did. As you rupture the gelatinous bell that makes up its body, a small gout of acid fires back at you. You take 5 points of acid damage.
Yeah, see? I was right!
You were right. And now you can roll on the fumble table.
But listen, you could have, like, worst thing, acid hands. But the best thing, acid hands, as in, like, you punching acid. How cool would that have been?
I don't think doing acid damage to an acid monster does very much, though.
Yeah, but in the future, he had acid hands to, like, hit things.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah,
you, but you see some real fun colors when you're done.
True, because of the acid.
I don't have the table in front of me, Try, so I don't know what a 61 means.
End your current turn. So, very little ill effect for you because you were basically done anyway.
With that crit fumble being what it is, could I do like an RP action sort of thing?
If it has no impact in combat, I'm fine with it.
It was gonna be using my non-acid hand to hand the core off to whoever is trying to fix the starfish, or just taking the core and putting it like next to the starfish.
I'm gonna say not that action, just because the fumble was meant to punish you from taking it.
Yeah, got it.
High fiving Jezza or high fiving Alexis. I was gonna let that happen, but
I'm gonna be that guy.
go.
Did that 9 hit?
It did not.
If
AC is 10.
just the 10. Did that 24 first damage is what killed it? Or
No, it needed 9 of the 11 bludgeoning from the 12.
so if Jezza ended its turn at the fumble of the 9, does that mean that the last 11 damage
the
didn't
last attack
happen?
didn't hit.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys.
I guess technically you're right. It goes back to 9 hit points and isn't dead.
I'm sorry.
Technically, you're right.
Okay.
Sometimes not the best type of
I
right.
will contest this just on this question. No, I guess you're right. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's only because I call Triumph
boned you
so
because
much.
I put it out of order because I didn't foresee the possibility you were going to have to end your turn right there.
Counter argument. It's
Mhm.
called a flurry of blows.
But they happen in a specific order. I think
Mm.
it's one of those things where
Okay.
like I didn't like the turn order thing before, but that's the way it happened. I think Kel is right here. Like it, I don't like how that works out for you guys, but he's right.
Sorry again.
So
It's fair.
Jezza, at the beginning of your turn, you were so excited to crush this jelly that you hardly noticed it, but as you swam past these 2 urns, they created fire burning underwater.
Like here and here?
Yep. And like a animated control display that 3-dimensional glowing runes appeared in each of them. Alexis, you're the only one that speaks the Sawagan language, is that correct? I know other
I
people
do
were
believe
able to
so.
do it with tongues, but I think you're the only one who actually speaks it.
Correct.
You hear, you hear the tone of a Sawagan voice. It's like jumbled slightly because of the water, but it seems like you now have access to what you're interpreting as atmospheric control.
Get it?
I turn on the atmosphere.
There are, it's not your, well, it is your turn.
It is my turn.
It is your
Yep.
turn.
Okay, but sorry, I want to interject here real quick because you're right. Like, we're basically going through this whole series of events right now. But does me being where I am with the thing on me in proximity have any effect to anything?
No, but like once you walked past them, the wireless power turned it on.
Cool, got it. Please continue.
Alexis, you were going to go do something, I believe.
Yes. So I'm gonna do two things. I'm going to do this thing where I can spend a cantrip as a bonus action with sorcery points called Quicken Spell. And I'm gonna hit the almost dead thing.
Don't use lightning
With
damage.
I'm not. I'm not gonna use lightning damage. I know that's the majority of my kit, but fun fact: I have built this as lightning ice damage, and I have not used too many ice spells. But I'm gonna use Ray of Frost.
That is a hit, and he takes 2 points.
Jesus, I am the worst.
How do you roll a 20?
May I recommend an alternative build? I hear good things about greased lightning.
Right?
Ice lightning.
I'm going to
I
use.
heard it goes
I guess
fast.
I'm gonna do it again because fuck this thing. Fuck.
I mean, that
18.
Wait,
Doesn't-
wait. Try. Did the turning on atmospheric control require an action?
Yes, someone will need to press the associated runic sigil.
Okay.
And as a super bonus action, but not an action, I'm going to mention, hey, if you press that symbol, it becomes air again.
That's probably really beneficial for the for us fighting water monsters.
Yes. And then I leave it up to everybody else because I can't leave.
Now I'm just imagining these fucking jellyfish just looking like a drunk fish out of water. Just that fucking sad, pouty face.
Are these
Push the
alien
button.
try like the other alien stuff we've seen?
Yeah, they're very out of place.
Okay, cool. Do you want an Arcana check from me?
No, they meet the same criteria. You're definitely convinced they are extraplanar, that their biology doesn't make any sense. They're not native here. They just happen to also be able to survive in water, but you suspect that may not even be their native environment.
Thank you, Sventis. That's what I really needed to see again.
Alexis, did you want to take a move? Since you have
No,
that,
because the thing is
Okay.
going to hit me.
it may hit you anyway. Big Jelly. Oh, Big Jelly gets to go, and there ain't anybody for him to hit.
Isn't Big Jelly munching right now?
It was distracted by ghosts, I thought.
Yeah, it's gonna go pursue Leo because Leo made fun of its parentage.
Good.
12 misses.
He's adopted.
Graphic.
You can't just say that.
And the little one will also attack Leo. That hits, I believe.
It does.
For 15, halve down to.
So it's 7?
Yep. And it's Reed's turn.
Did the orange one attack?
Oh, you're right, it didn't. I forgot it was still alive. I'm gonna roll.
We can ignore, but
die. Zaz is 1, Jezza 2, Kel 3, Leo 4.
good.
Leo.
Good.
Hit. 4 or 9,
9
18,
points.
9 damage. Yep. I guess actually, strictly speaking, it's 8 points because you have each instance separately. So
Oh, okay.
4.5 round down
Sweet.
to 4, 4.5 round down.
I'm really glad I have magical armor on.
Yeah.
Me too. Woof.
Reed, what are you doing?
Reed, finally feeling more like himself again.
It's because you are more of yourself.
Yeah. And seeing this lovely opening, it's going to move out of that death trap of a room.
You know what's
and
really sad?
away.
You know what's really, really sad about those rolls? That's a 2d8. That means I critically failed on that first one with both of them, and rolled a 3 and a 2 on the other one. That's just sad.
That is pretty rough.
And setting his eyes on this giant thing is just going to go to town.
kill it.
Please.
Oh, do I still have the plus D4?
No.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I spent a key point to do that, and since that was a crit fail, so I get to roll that last one again.
4 hits.
Awesome.
15. 21. 31. That leaves him very, very low.
And Reed just stays where he is.
Its bioluminescence is starting to fade. Only the left half of its body is luminescing at all, and it's pulsing quickly, like almost like an adrenaline-fueled heartbeat. Leo, it's your turn.
Oh boy, something's gonna die this turn.
Oh yeah, it is.
Push the button.
Maybe everything.
Gonna push the button, and that button being the top of that giant jellyfish, and the thing I'm pushing it with is my manville.
I like it.
But also, I meant to do a reckless attack, so I'm going to roll again.
Hit. 14 kills the giant jelly.
So with extra attacks, does it always have to be against the same target?
No. Anything within range.
Cool.
And
Then I'm
technically, if you had moved, you could also move and attack.
I'm going to swing again at the orange guy.
Wait,
That's
why
also
did
gonna
the
be
first
reckless.
one split into two?
Lightning damage.
Slashing or lightning
Oh.
damage makes them have.
Sorry, I forgot to turn on actual advantage. That's my bad. Does 19 hit?
It does.
Cool.
8 points on the
It's-
orange kills the orange.
Is it though?
Is what?
Is it enough?
It is enough.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're telling me you would like to backpedal on the damage and just wound it
No.
instead.
No. I just assumed like Sventy hit him for 9, and then it was like, oh, it was just 9 points, and then now I hit him for 8.
Don't forget, Lab also hit him for 5 and 2.
Oh, good point. Okay, never mind.
Your rage is what killed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
My
hammer
glare,
just
specifically
hammer
the
hit
glare.
Alright, you have a movement and a bonus left, I believe.
Can I use a bonus action to press the button?
Not without getting to the button.
Okay.
The two braziers are basically like interactive 3-dimensional campfires.
Okay, so if I were to move there, then
Attack
can I use
roll.
the bonus action to press the button or no?
Sure.
Cool.
You will
I'll
get an
press the
attack
button.
opportunity though, as long as you're okay with that.
I'll do it. Yeah, that's fine.
And I get to make it with advantage.
Yes.
13 misses. It doesn't take even you work with things mechanically enough. You don't speak the language at all. You don't really understand this runic system. A lot of the magic is just plainly beyond your ken. But after you press the button that Alexis is yelling at you to press, you get two options. One that honestly, to your relatively primitive view, looks like a half full glass, and the other one looks like an empty glass.
Okay. Are they different colors?
Blue and yellow.
I hit the blue one.
The blue one that is that's the one that looks like a upturned glass that's half full.
Okay. Yeah.
You press that, and very little happens in the world around you.
Okay.
What was the other button?
I guess I pushed the other button.
You will need another bonus action for that.
That's fine.
I will handle it.
Step aside, please, sweetheart.
I love you, but honey, really, leave the meeting.
Blue is good. Yellow's bad.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
To Leo, it is.
Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's how it works. Blue's good.
Alright.
Yellow's bad.
Kel, do you want to push the yellow button that looks like an empty upside down glass?
Yeah, I walk up next to Leo, lovingly pat him on the head, and then press the yellow button.
There's a surge in the room drawing power from the pelagic core in Jez's backpack that creates an expanding dome of force energy that pushes the water, and only the water, completely out of the room to the boundaries of this building. Everything is dripping wet, and the last remaining death jelly is now flopping around. It can't support its own weight without the water to help disperse it, and it's struggling. It's burning like kind of cool black acid lines on the exposed tile as it flails about. Um, it can't move very well. Its speed is now only 5 feet, and you suspect it will die on its own, but it is a highly vulnerable target now.
Well, I assume that I can't take an action to cast a spell right now, right?
Correct.
Well,
Zaz would be the next
wait.
person. Okay.
Skeleton.
Nice.
Short bow.
Double tap.
Boom.
Terminator thumbs up. Yes, it kills. Oh no, it doesn't kill it, but it does. It's a natural. It will crit, so roll damage one more time because it's helpless. It's 12. And again, it will likely die in the next few rounds on its own. But if someone wants to coup de grace it, that's entirely allowable now.
Zaz?
Yeah, 100%.
But you have to say coup de grace.
Hoop de grace, not the cup the grace.
I was definitely describing way stupider than that.
Can I poke it with my javelin?
No, I think
No,
Zaz
it's
is doing
Zaz's turn.
That's a lightning javelin? That's a bad idea.
Also true. No, Zaz is going to walk forward and unsheath his, I think, still currently unused warhammer, which I think I've described previously as being one of those giant squeaky hammers. And he's kind of gonna just walk up and squeaky hammer bop the thing with his divine strikes that he gets to do.
Nice.
But it's literally gonna be like bop, and then also take thunder damage, which we've established earlier is not the same as lightning damage.
Indeed. I like to imagine there are people like just fishing on one of the assembled armada ships up above. There's just all of this lightning, but silent. There's no thunder. All the thunder's happening down here.
Video version of this would show Zaz hitting it with the squeak, and then it immediately flash cuts to that nuclear bomb going off.
You do it twice, and you batter the creature to death, splintering it apart. There are little jelly chunks everywhere.
I lean into Jets and I'm like, did his hammer just squeak?
All right.
No, I think it's made of Kirby.
I know some of you were asking about break time. This would be a fine time for us to take like a quick 2-minute bio. If anybody needs to go, let's take 2 minutes.
10-minute bio.
Yeah,
Sweet.
right. Not raid 2 minutes.
I'm going to take a bio, but not for me, but for my dog, so I might be longer than 2 minutes.
Okay, as quick as you can. Oh, we're both-
Well, he also doesn't have fire making at 99, and therefore
Yeah, it makes
cannot
sense
be
because he doesn't have any wood.
Yeah. And cooking, which he would need wood for the fire making. So, like, don't give him shit for that.
I am gonna give him plenty of shit for that.
Oh,
Give him all the shit.
the force wall is still holding water outside the bounds of this room or this building. The jellies are dead and or dying.
Is there a way to detach the glass cube from the building without destroying the glass cube?
Can we just open it?
We are still underwater, buddy.
What if we opened it?
No, the water is outside the building.
Yeah, but we can't take the bubble with us.
The structure itself is attached to the building. It would take some deft maneuvering. You'd need a pro level blacksmith to do it. And to answer Dax's question, it does have a hinge. The glass case can be opened.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was a gem inside, not a bubble.
No, we are in
There
a
is-
bubble.
No, the gem is specifically kept in an air, like an atmospheric with air, while it was underwater, which means that it's not supposed to get in contact with water, I assume. Can I make an Arcana check to figure out what that is?
Yeah, that's probably the best place for us to start. Holy shit.
I'm rolling high
Uh,
today.
Indeed you are.
That someone is.
Well, I know what it's called, but I don't have a description.
Sass wants that.
In your limited studies of like high concept arcana, there's always the belief of blending multiple schools of magic or a unification of elements. A spell that utilizes all four natural elements together is sometimes referred to as quintessent, possessing a fifth element that is like the culmination of all four in working together. The sages that you studied under refer to the physical form of that quintessence being reduced to a very unstable gem called arbitrarium.
I don't
Well,
know.
that's cool.
That seems like an arbitrary name.
Thanks. It is very powerful, but also very unstable.
My
Wow.
favorite.
I can't touch it.
So we should crush it.
So we should put it in
That doesn't
close
seem like a good
contact
idea.
with the portable nuclear reactor.
Hey, what is the distance on that magic conch phone?
So
I don't know that a distance was ever given, but she said that you would be able to reach her.
Okay. We should probably tell Ariel about this thing that we were not expecting to be here.
should I use my amazing craftsman blacksmithing skills to unhinge this from the structure?
Yeah.
You guys tell me what you want to do.
And then not give it to you?
Yeah, give it to Alexis. I'm
To
gonna
me.
call, or to you. Give it to someone that is not me.
Cool. I'm gonna do the thing.
I'm
What?
gonna call the Ariel.
I'm just gonna
Mel,
be.
did you swallow it? Mm-mm.
What attribute would you like me to use for these tools?
You can use dexterity here. This is
Oh boy, it's even
kind of
worse.
like working in your shop at home.
I'm not rolling high today on this thing.
You are a bull in a china shop. On good days.
Oh God.
On bad days, you are a barbarian in a china shop. Maybe the adrenaline is still coursing through your veins, but like your first maneuver, you roll out like this elaborate leather rolled, system of 20 very, very minute tools, pass by all of them and go right to the pry bar and just shove it into the wall and try to force it off the wall as hard as you can. and everyone hears a very, very, very piercing, very crystalline crack. Sounds like when you step on a very shallow frozen pond. It's that sort of like echoing crack where it didn't break, but it is definitely cracked.
New plan.
As that
I'm
happens,
gonna try it
Leo,
again.
the arbitrarium begins to rapidly start changing colors and shapes, assuming many different colors.
Okay, new plan. Everyone out of the room. I'm gonna call Ariel. Everyone, including me.
Everyone, including you, specifically you. I'm gonna wait till you leave, and then I'm gonna leave.
Hello,
Okay.
operator.
I'm gonna go over here and look at this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Ariel and say that A, we have the pelagic core, and also B, we found some what I think is arbitrarium. Should we leave it or bring it with us?
And C, there might be a giant void monster on the outside. Do you
We'll
know
get to
anything
that
about
later.
One
Where
hurdle
are-
at a time.
Ariel's just like, where exactly are you? Under the sea. We don't know.
Under the sea.
Yeah, she's not certain of the name arbitrarium. She asks if you mean Dinglehopper. You guys are able to communicate on an arcane level to find common language for it. She tells you that that was being saved for the creation of a mighty weapon, and that if it can be safely recovered, she would love to have it. If it cannot be safely recovered, it's fine for it to stay there. The most important thing is that it's still stable. As long as it's still a 12-sided purple faceted gem and nothing more, everything will be fine.
I have some bad news, lady. I describe its current state.
She says it's normal for arbitrarium in the presence of vibration or sound to sometimes change shape to one or two random items, as long as it stays in those default states for a few until the vibration ceases, at which point it returns to its normal state. Once she hears that it is rapidly vacillating between shapes and you can hear distress in her voice, but she tells you that the structure of its protective housing must have been it needs to either be used or destroyed immediately.
Do we use it?
I want to infuse it into the manville.
She chuckles hearing Leo chopping at the bit over there. Like you kind of like muffle the conch phone. No, buddy, not at you, with you. She doubts that you have the skill required to work with such a potent and volatile substance. She says it's probably best to just leave the chamber and not risk your lives. It's too powerful and it's very, very much beyond you.
Leo's
Have
gonna
we
like crack his
considered-
knuckles.
Have we considered trying to like infuse it with the Amardalan, considering that also does multiple?
Hey.
Or
All
what
right, then I'm
multiple,
gonna walk further
magic-
away from the room.
Or what if we were to put it in the containment thing that we got the pelagic core from? That's a stabilizing unit, right?
Can it be
Like
moved?
That is tricky. Remember, it's very, very unstable, and if it's already, twisting and changing, the arbitrarium may already be stable. I'm not sure that putting it back in a catalyzed environment would make it return to stability. I think it's one of those things like that. Once the fuse is lit, the fuse is lit.
I like the idea of that plus the Amardalan.
I want to fuse it with the manville.
I think that's a terrible idea. But you can do that after everyone else leaves the building.
That's fair.
You do know that according to the sages in the texts that you read, it was traditionally used in crafting weapons of untold elemental power.
Do I have any idea how to do that?
Your Arcana roll was very high.
I know.
Exactly how much I'd give you. Yeah, I think I'd give. It was a ridiculous roll.
That is a ridiculous roll. I almost hit 30.
You know that in its unstable form, it's going to detonate and destroy, a small city's worth of material. It can be
Oh, God.
stabilized if it's successfully, impregnated into something durable.
I'm sorry.
the
Wording?
so that it can infuse an item. I feel like impregnate is not necessarily sexual.
True.
No,
It's
you
not.
used it.
It's not.
You used it properly.
And you're fine.
You would need a durable, arcane conductive material, something along the lines of titanium, adamantite, or a calcum to serve as a housing for it.
The
You would-
chainmail.
Leo, I need you to take off your armor for a second.
Hey, I mean, not to say that I came prepared or anything, but like I've been carrying around a bunch of orcacalcum that I bought at Junk City a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
That is
Hey.
true.
That
It's
too.
true.
And then we'd have a raw supply of omnipotent magical ore.
I need you
would
to
need a glass.
All I'm saying is there's this forge here, and somebody who has the hands to craft things.
really.
Maybe I could just spend some time making something.
It
Yeah.
also gives us a short rest.
It would
Take
short
those
rest for
feedback.
people.
It wasn't a forge, but an open doorway with a glowing orange light.
Anyways,
What's up?
It's a forge.
It's a forge. We
All right,
So-
I missed out on that. Sorry.
here's what I'm
It's
gonna
all
do.
good.
I'm going to take the orichalcum from Leo. I'm going to give it to Alexis, and I'm going to tell Alexis exactly what to do with it
Okay.
Okay.
because I cannot be trusted to touch any of this.
And
Go ahead.
I'm going to take the nuclear reactor and I'm going to go over here.
Nice.
Away from everything.
And I will form the head. Are we all on board then for the trying to craft a weapon with this? So that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move this to this.
Gosh, just an explosion screen.
Yay!
You made it a dwarf on purpose.
I did.
Huh. Maybe like a dwarf blacksmith who's really good at his job.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen our dwarf blacksmith actually blacksmith.
Well, his portable forge has been gone for a long time now.
I know.
All right. Normal skill check. We'll need someone to work on stabilizing the arbitrarium as best as they can. We will need someone to prepare the base weapon for impregnation. We will need someone to forge the housing. And we'll need to create an elemental crystalline chamber. And then the final fitting takes place at the hands of our master blacksmith.
Anybody actually have Tinker's tools?
We can substitute Smith's tools. In this setting, they're functional the same thing.
Actually, no, Pig is a rogue. He also
He's
Actually, I think he might have proficiency though, where he gets to apply his proficiency to any tool.
Does it have to be a spell? Can it be a cantrip?
Give me a cantrip. It just
Yo,
needs a surge of elemental energies.
yo,
What
I
elemental energy do you have?
got evocations.
What you got?
Well, I've got a ray of frost.
You got any lightning?
Lightning's already
Maybe
covered.
someone who's really good at lightning could
Well,
use some lightning.
I also have chromatic orb, which can be any element I want it to be.
Metagaming for a second. Could that just mean that it is a chromatic weapon?
If I infused it with chromatic orb, does it just have the power of all the types?
Well,
you
like
get to choose.
you get to switch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning. You get to choose.
Sorry, what did you say, Trey?
I said that could be very interesting. I like the idea of not limiting it to a single element.
Yeah.
Let's have the first. We'll just go the tasks in order. Who wants to be responsible for trying to stabilize the arbitrarium? To buy Leo and the crafters a few seconds.
I will roll better, but Alexis should probably be the one to do it.
Okay.
Can I help Alexis?
Yeah, aid another. Alexis, you'll make Arcana check with advantage then.
Okie dokie. Ha! 17.
Nice.
Okay, that's one success.
Try. Zaz is bad at all of this except for the elemental thing that apparently he's been vetoed on. So instead, I think it's best if he just sit in the middle of the room and consistently cast guidance.
Nice. I like that.
Nice.
He's effectively just going to channel it on whoever's needing it.
Nice.
Smith's tools to prepare the base weapon. Are we committing it to the manville? Is there
I
a
would like to.
weapon?
I don't see any other, like, what else would make sense.
Okay.
I mean, it could be the quarterstaff, like the magical quarterstaff we have.
True.
I'm going to be willing to not have it be my squeaky hammer. If he existed, maybe Basics' sword. Like, we have options.
Basics
What?
is dead to us.
I guess
We could also, well, actually, no. Jez's thing is a wooden stick. That wouldn't work.
It could work. You just have to build the orichalcum housing to support the arbitrarian.
So, could I let? I'm just gonna like for flavor text wise, I'm gonna say that like Leo's still a little jittery off of the rage, and he's not trusting his steady hands at the moment, but his knowledge, he wants to guide someone else through it. So could I potentially like have Jezza or Reed do the Tinker Tools or the Smith Tools role
Sure.
with my advantage?
Mhm.
Since I assume it's going to be like a dexterity thing,
It is going to be a dexterity thing.
and I have really shitty dexterity.
this is
How does that work if you don't have the tools? Are we
I would
using
like
your
you
set?
use my tools.
I think you just do a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Or no, a dexterity throw with advantage?
all right. So I don't want to.
Um,
I am once again going to be that guy. I am currently holding a portable fusion reactor. I don't know if I should even get close to that thing, and I don't really
Cool.
want to just set it down.
So I will, with that knowledge, I will ask Reed to help me with that, since I assume he has. The monk's probably one of the more stable hands.
sure. Should I go ahead and roll now?
Sure.
Go for it.
Have we figured out what weapon we're doing? Is the mandrel?
15.
I believe it is the mantle.
Okay.
I hit hard enough already, with respect.
I
Roll
hit
1d4.
bludgeon, and that's about it. Oh, roll 1d4.
Oh, a d4 as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
That is a good roll. I, for some reason, can't get.
We have 2 successes, and yet we have nothing on the screen.
Right. That is the problem I'm having.
Is this like is this an editable PNG or something for you, or is it a saved image?
It's just a text overlay, but for some reason it's not grabbing it, so I can't edit it.
Are you on the right layer?
I am on the right layer.
Oh my god, the zero disappeared.
Success just disappeared. Well, the
Hey, the
number
success disappeared.
The
Thanks,
zero
man.
is now gone.
Oh, hello, Zero. Hello, Zero, my old friend.
But that didn't work, did it?
Nope, it is still a
Do you
zero.
see a 0 or nothing at all?
Just
I
a
see a
0.
Zero.
That's so bizarre.
In the interest of time, we can just
Yep.
keep track.
2. The orichalcum housing must be developed. Is that something you're going to do?
I assume that's going to take my strength to form.
It is, yep.
Then I will be forming that. Yeah.
What's up, Cell?
True. I haven't had a ton of time. This was done.
No,
on
I'm going to go back to voice for this. That's the
A
same
bright
one that you
indent,
used in
like-
the ship fight like months
Oh!
ago.
Yeah, the skill challenge font I like.
Oh my gosh.
It's the same as the session numbers font.
Am I just rolling really low?
There's a zero.
I am just
are.
rolling really low. Okay.
14 is unfortunately our first failure.
Dang. I don't
Hey.
want to use the smith tools ever again.
Not
I'm
with
always
the
rolling
D4?
low with
Yeah,
them.
Leo rolled
Leo-
above.
Yeah.
What's up?
Why don't we just have you help Reed do it with the Smith tools?
It was a strength check. That's why I did it.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Reed does have some.
but
I
the
think.
smith's tools, I think, I don't know. Every time I roll tonight, it's low. I think it's bugged.
Yeah, you rolled a 4.
I've not rolled above a 4 yet. That was the highest roll I've gotten with smith's tools.
So I
You
guess
haven't used them in a while.
I guess the understanding of this, try not to drag on, but how does this proceed after a step fails?
The orichalcum housing may be not quite perfect but serviceable. As long as like nothing else fails, the magic weapon can still be successfully created. If we have a second failing, then we're in some trouble. The idea is to get to 3 successes without accruing 2 failures.
Okay, so best of 5. Got it.
Nice.
So now, elemental crystal chamber?
Yep.
So you need both a dex roll and an elemental
And the
evocation?
extension of it. Yep, exactly.
So
Good thing I'm high in dex and I have chromatic orb.
does it need to be by the same person, or is
It
it...
need not be. It could be 2 people.
Okay. Why don't we have Reed do the dex roll and Alexis do the chromatic orb?
Is this still with advantage or normal?
Normal, but you have the D4,
D4.
from guidance.
If I need it.
20.
You will not. Your deft hands create a very thin, crystalline structure that's going to inset this. Basically, it's going to house the faceted arbitrarium once it's enclosed. And then we have a guaranteed success from the evocation spell from Chromatic Orb, and now we just need the final fitting. We need Smith's Tools success.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That was
That's where your crit goes?
You want me to roll the Smith's tools again, Leo?
So the
Yeah.
weapon gets knocked prone.
Kind of. Because I don't know. It's like 3 times now it's been rolled real bad. And I feel like
God,
either it's going
look
to be
how
really good
much
this next
damage.
time or not.
Look how much damage is on that fucking spell. Jesus Christ.
Insane.
That's awesome. Is this what we're going with then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reed's going to do it with my tools, so advantage.
22. Do you want me to roll the D4?
Get it.
Nice.
Knock it home.
Nice.
Everyone working in tandem, the arbitrarium begins to go like hypercritical, just as the forging is complete. Leo, you inset the faceted, newly acquired gemstone into the manville, seal it up in its orichalcum prison, hammer it shut, and you have trapped it. It goes super critical, and instead of becoming a gemstone, it becomes an orb of scintillating, rippling energy, but it is contained in the crystalline structure and the orichalcum cage that you built inside of the manville. The slits of the manville now glow with arcane sparks oozing out of every crevice and shunt in the hammer, and it gains that effect.
Dang.
You can
Give
roll
Leo
for
a
it
high.
now upon creation. And then
Sweet. Okay.
and then at dawn, it will acquire one of those elemental.
Never break that hammer.
Lightning!
Lightning.
Yay!
Fitting to
Today
Storm
it's called the
Paladin.
Spicy Manville.
It's now a magic weapon, too.
It is now a magic weapon.
Yep.
I give Leo a high 5.
Nice. I
And
give all of you high fives.
And I
Great
call
work.
up Ariel again and say, we used the crystal. It's cool.
Crisis averted.
Christ,
The dwarf made a spicy weapon.
we infused it in a weapon.
We actually infused it into the manville.
We infuse the manville with the essence of Chipotle.
Nice.
Deals 4d6 of that elemental damage type on a critical hit.
How do I mark this on the character sheet or for the manville?
You can put it in the bonus damage section. So if you look at the manville entry, it should have bonus damage.
Okay.
You may want to leave the type blank for now, since it will change every day, unless you want to manually change that every day.
Probably not. Trying to see bonus damage.
That's gonna be hard
So
to track
that's
between sessions.
Magic bonus damage.
That's
just
additional on top of its already base damage, right?
Correct.
Sure is.
It's like Shaman Flame Tongue weapon actually. Adds a flat amount to your weapon swing type thing.
So do you see damage 2? We turn that on and
okay,
add
that one. I
2d6.
see that one. Okay. And change that to a 2d6. Okay.
And then you'll have to remember that it's 46 on a crit.
Okay.
Maybe we can actually do that. Yeah, we can. Go crit 4d6. And we're going to leave the type blank, I think, is the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
Otherwise,
It currently
otherwise
says.
you'd have-
I think we're both typing, and so it messed it up maybe because it says 2d6 d6
Oh, ha!
for
Sorry.
damage. No, it's
I
okay.
went at the same time. Go ahead and delete the.
Okay,
second
I'll delete it.
Yeah.
There we go.
And hit enter, and make sure that it works by test rolling it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Roll
I'm
damage.
given a bad luck night.
Yeah, I'm rolling roll shitty damage right now, or roll
But
damage, just everything. But
it does work.
It worked.
it is working. Sweet.
14 base
Nice.
damage, 3 points of elemental damage, and 2 points of rage damage.
Sweet.
I hate to ask, try spamming until we get the critical hit, and see if it does the crit right.
Okay.
I don't want to make you burn your only a good 20, but
If I get one.
Oh damn.
2 misses.
Whoops. Wrong one.
There we are.
there.
Oh, there it was.
Hey.
It did.
Nice.
Oh whoa, that's
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a
No,
lot of damage.
I don't think it did.
Why did you
didn't do it right.
10
You
plus
didn't do it right.
4?
Because it's
Oh,
doing.
Oh,
it-
it did
you do
2d6 plus 4d6. So do we need to change that to 2d6 for the
Yeah,
crit?
that'd be fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I will change that.
Yep.
Though that would be
Cool.
insane if it was 46 extra.
Right. I think that's a good a place to end tonight.
There we go.
As
Nice.
you might be.
Any response from Ariel about us using the thing?
She's impressed. There's that like begrudging. I am obviously impressed. I'm not going to give you satisfaction saying the words, but you hear it in the tone of her voice, like she's smiling. You can hear the smile. Begrudgingly, she's impressed by your success and the fact that there was.
I like that your second roll with the crit damage for the second 2d6, it was a crit fail and a crit success for the damage roll.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Well done.
Yep.
I think you
Sweet.
cut out that last bit because you were cutting in and out during your audio.
Oh, I'm sorry. What didn't you hear?
Regarding respect, I think it's just
Yep.
like that last thing that you said.
Oh yeah, just that you can hear the smile in her voice, sort of like a proud tutor might be of a student that passed a test. That she's begrudgingly proud of you. She's not saying it, but you hear it in her voice. And yeah, there was no boom, which is the biggest success. And we have a spicy manville now.
The spicy manville. Well, it's the spicy manville
you
today
don't
because
do
it's
enough
lightning.
damage already.
But it'll change with each day.
Wouldn't it be spicy if it was fire
Maybe.
or
Mhm.
acid?
I feel like, yeah, if we're gonna go food, then right now it's shocky milk.
The Shocky
Great.
manville. Okay.
Hair
All right,
raising.
guys. Hair raising indeed. Let's look at the calendar. And we are looking at February 4th.
Yep. Works for
Does that
me.
work for everybody?
Works
Yep.
for me.
I will be there. Try
If-
to be at least.
What is this try business? That's my name.
I
Uh,
should
you
be
know.
there. I see no reason
Only
why I
do.
won't.